test. It should be streaming right now. My stream just like crashed for no reason, and then it seems to have like let me come back online. Looks like we're okay. Looks like it's back up. I'll give it a few seconds before I start playing just to make sure it's locked in. The VOD didn't lose anything. I literally paused as soon as I saw the red on the OBS capture thing. Yeah. No idea. I was actually probably like gonna end the stream in like an hour maybe. So I'm glad it's back. Yeah. Let's just keep playing. Yeah, it seems like it's fine now. I don't really know what happened. The stream went red, it dropped about 500 frames, and then the upload rate fell from 6K down to 0. And then that was it. Just nothing. It's weird, because this game doesn't lag or anything like that. There's nothing like that happens. I was talking about this miasma in the air. I think this is just from the construction of the city and like the city being flipped upside down. I don't think this is anything to do with the barrier they were talking about. The barrier that's the thing the others come from. I don't even think it really told us anything about this, right? Yeah. It didn't actually mention or give me a message about that. Oh shit, we have more. We have some brain messages to read. Gotta admit, right? The brain messages I read so far, a lot of them were contradictory and they explain stuff that the story already explained. Not sure you learned about the organization of the OSF at training school, but allow me to elaborate. The OSF is split into 2 regiments at the top. First regiment is General Fubuki, leader of the blah blah blah, headed by Karen. So Karen and Fubuki are the 2 leaders. There's numerous companies within each regiment, and each company has numerous platoons. We belong to the first company. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. That's all for now. I mentioned this before, but my power is clairvoyance. Just let me know if you need something you normally can't. Oh, need to see something that you normally can't. I need to learn to read. Cool. I don't even want to read any of this. I know the game is about the characters in the story, but this is such additional side info, and then a lot of it is stuff that you see in cutscenes as well. Like, this is from the cutscene. This is an audio that he sends you in the cutscene. Why do I want to see that again?
Those guys were National Defense Forces. Where did they take Naomi? Why did she just change into another?
There's a lot we don't understand, but it's a fact that Naomi is another now. Still get better.
Yeah, alright, the combat flows way better in normal mode. Like I'm actually doing damage, I can see their health go down. Yeah, if you ever play this game, normal mode. Absolutely. There's no reason to play in hard mode at all. I really wish it was incentivized a bit. Like, skins are a great incentive to play in hard mode. I don't think different endings are a good incentive.
I can still fight.
Do you have any other quests to hand in? Defeat vase paws mid-air. Well, there's no vase paws here. They're like an enemy from another area, and they're a lot lighter. Like a lot of more of a weak enemy. Also more difficult to hit things and kill them in the air if you're playing in hard mode. Because like if you do an air hike like this, and then there's another way to get in the air, right? What was the other way to get into the air? There was another move that gets you into the air quickly, but I can't remember what it is. Okay. There was a move. Yep, I've lost it, wherever it was. It's funny because this has everything, but I can't see it. Let's just spend our brain points and keep going. I was going towards these. Crush attack and whatever. Yeah, I went for this crush attack one. So let's go with this. Increased damage dealt to enemies that are knocked down. Increased speed at which allies are revived. But purely just so we could get this. Increase base damage to crush gauge by 5%. Increase psychokinesis gauge charge rate from aerial attacks. Does not include A plus X rising slash. Well, there you go. That's how you do the rising slash. A plus X. I didn't need it in the tutorial thing because it told me there. Is this Fubuki?
Major General Karen?
No, it's Karen.
Yuito and Gemma, you two take care of her. I'm returning to the front line to regroup the units.
Yes, sir. Kasane, where's Naomi?
I suppose I can tell you, since you saw the whole thing. She was taken by troops stationed in Seiran.
So that car was from the Seiran garrison.
Yes, so?
Something's not right. When I reported this to Major General Fubuki, he told me not to tell anyone else, and to tell you to do the same.
Major General Karen said the same thing. Why tell us to keep quiet?
So Kasane's from Karen's group and we're from Fubuki's?
I don't know. Major General Fubuki said it would protect us. And take a look at this. It seems like the Seiran garrison dropped this, too.
I remember seeing this at home when I was a child.
According to the Major General, it's a drug that temporarily boosts powers. He wanted me to turn them over, but I managed to keep 2 of them without him knowing.
That was a smart decision. In any case, why would something like that be at my home? The Randall family is involved in weapon development. Anything related to drug manufacturing would have only been joint ventures with Spring Pharmaceuticals.
He also mentioned that this drug was classified information. It seems like the top brass of the OSF know about it.
Spring Pharmaceuticals is Major General Fubuki's family company. Perhaps the commander knew because of that.
Don't trust new Himuka.
What? What is that supposed to mean?
It's something Karen said. I'm not exactly sure what he meant by it either. If this ampule really is from Seiran, then does that mean the Randalls and Springs are cooperating with Seiran? Even if that's the case, it just leaves us with more questions. It might be best to do as we were told. We keep this to ourselves and look into it privately.
That ampule seems to be pretty important. Might be a good idea to hide it.
Then I'll hide the ampule inside Baki.
Huh? I didn't think you'd know how to sew.
I was always told to be independent, ever since I was little. Done. There's 2, so who's going to hold on to them?
I'll pass. I think you two should probably carry them.
Baki. My sister would have been so happy.
Kasane, about Naomi. I'm sorry. I knew that other was Naomi, but I was scared. I had no other choice but to fight.
Stop it. I'll get Naomi back. Just don't get in my way.
This might come off as naive, but I want to do what I can to help save her, too.
It is naive, but thank you.
Oh, nice one, Tsugumi. Looks like everyone's here. Huh, where's Naomi? Isn't she with you? What's wrong?
I'll tell you later. Where's Nagi? And Captain Seto and Hanabi?
Nagi is with the rescue team on the front line.
Captain and Hanabi are totally fine. They're worried about you, so we should get out of here.
No, the rest of you go first. Shiden's supposed to be up ahead, so I'll pick him up.
Then I'll go with you. For better or worse, I'm the leader of Kyoko Platoon until this mission is over.
All right. Be careful.
So I guess it's best we join up with Captain Seto and head over to the hideout.
There was no point where, oh fuck. I forgot her name. There was no point where Naomi was on our party, right? There was no point where she was actually a member of her party. So if she's gone forever, she may actually be gone forever.
It's a good fit geographically, and is well equipped. I hope we can use it as a hideout. You don't mind?
Of course not. It doesn't look like it's being used by my family anymore.
Then we'll use this as our platoon's hideout.
I'm just glad you're okay. We were all really worried. Segumi was crying her eyes out. I was not.
What? Segumi,
What
you
the
got
fuck?
the hots for Yuito? What about me?
Shut up.
Harsh.
Where's Naomi? Did she and Gemma regroup with Kyoko Platoon?
Oh, Naomi is... It's not like Naomi is dead, but I can't just say she turned into another. An other got her.
No way. Naomi? But she's the best next to Kasane, and she's so nice.
That's why you look so down. That must have been hard, losing a friend like that. Everyone goes through that at least once. I won't tell you to cheer up, but this is something you're gonna have to learn to accept. To survive in the OSF, it's necessary.
I understand.
Let's rest here a while. You have my permission. Take some time to get yourself together. It's a sad situation, but the others won't wait.
Standby Phase 2 means that there's more missions and there'll be more like little side things. You can give gifts to allies at hideouts. You can mainly get gifts from shops exchange. Bonds will strengthen... Oh my god, how can I not read this today? Bonds will strengthen more if you give them something they like. Gifts you give will also be displayed at the hideout, so your allies' areas will become more festive. Okay, so you can kind of decorate by giving stuff to people. I was gonna say really quickly, those Baki...
Did Major General Fubuki ask you to be quiet about Naomi?
Yeah, he did. He told me to say the same thing to Kasane. Did he tell you
I
too?
think you already know this.
Yeah.
I don't think this needs to be said.
Like not telling the truth.
Alright, this Baki statue thing that we got at the shrine, did it ever say that it's an
I'm sorry,
Omamori?
Yuito. It's too bad about Naomi, but you did the best you
I'm
could.
pretty sure it's meant to be an Omamori,
Rest for now.
like a good luck charm
Yes,
from
sir.
shrines. I'm pretty sure, but I don't think it actually ever says that out loud. Alright, let's buy a couple of these. I guess I'll buy some all tablets in case somebody else gets wounded or whatever it is. How do I know if this is better or worse than the one I have? Oh, it's the same. It does tell you. I don't think we need any of this. That item that I got an hour ago for the item I got an hour ago for beating that really hard boss when I had to fight Kasane is already outclassed. We already got one that goes from, instead of just 12 damage up, it's 16. Oh my god. Sunglasses, load of crap, cool. And then the exchange, it said this is where you get gifts. And it says I can make a couple of them. Cool. I already have a couple as well. And I'm supposing that the highlighted person means that that's the person who likes this thing most. I've also heard you can't just buy 20 gifts. Like, you see how it highlights, fuck, I'm forgetting her name. It highlights this character. You see how, like, I could make 10 of these? buying 10 of them wouldn't be a good idea. Like, buying 10 is not a good idea at all, because only the first one gives you the maximum benefit, and then the rest of them give you less. Yeah, okay. Let's talk to people then, give them some items, and
Sorry I couldn't support
get
you
through
the whole
this
time.
story stuff.
It's fine. There was nothing you could do. Anyway, Naomi is... Yeah, I heard.
There is a lot of it though,
She's so
huh?
nice. It's too bad.
Like, there's so much pop-ups and dialogue, like additional stuff for people who are really into that. There's a lot of it. But like I'm saying, like I'm reiterating this because it's so obvious to me. A lot of it doesn't tell you anything. It's just the same stuff that you've already been listening to. It's the same messages over and over and over. There's no new dialogue, there's no new info. How do you get into that menu again? I can't actually remember how you get into that brain thing. Like this? Like this. I want to talk to you in person, so can you come to Misubi's? Yeah, why not? I'm glad it's doing it for me and I don't need to go to the map to do all this. The reason to do Bond episodes is because each Bond tier with a character makes their skill have additional traits. And some of the traits are crazy
I find it hard
strong.
to believe you need to talk to me about something.
First, I want you to look at this.
The menu? Okay. New menu festival. Finish our large portions within the time limit and your meal is free. Also receive a bonus case of soda. Wait, you're not asking me to do this, are you?
I sure am. You eat, and I get the soda prize. Don't worry, if you can't finish it all, I'll pay for the meal.
This is what you wanted to talk about? I don't know if I'm up for it.
It's to advertise the new menu, so the food is about 3 times more than usual. A kid your age should have a pretty big appetite. You can totally do it.
Look, it says you need a reservation. I don't think...
Don't worry, I already made one.
You planned everything already. I guess I'd feel bad canceling on them now. Okay, I'll try. Oh, I'm so full.
Good job. That was a lot of food. You didn't let me down. Still, I may have pushed you too hard. Next time, I'll get you whatever food you like to make it up to you.
No, no more food. I know. Can you come adjust SAS with me now?
You want me to adjust your SAS?
I heard you're really good at that stuff. I mean, I won't force you or anything. Something was just feeling off about it.
Okay, fine. I guess I owe you for helping me get what I want.
You mean the soda? You must really love soda.
So much that I can't refuse your request. Let's get this over with already.
Sorry for asking you to do this.
It's fine. You're a lot more impatient than I thought, though. I don't see why we couldn't do the SAS adjustments later.
This was a good opportunity to get you to look at it, and I wanted to get it done as soon as possible. I don't want to run into issues with the SAS during battle. I don't like causing problems for everyone.
Shouldn't you be more concerned with your own survival? It almost sounds like you don't prioritize your own life.
I guess you could say that.
You weren't even aware of it? Great. Another one destined for an early death. You should be letting loose a little more. Learn how to slack off a little.
Slack off? No, I couldn't.
It's important to know when you can ease up. Taking proper breaks will increase your overall productivity. In other words, skipping out on work is the rational recommendation.
What happens if the others attack when you're easing up? And someone gets hurt?
Oh, you're so serious. Is it any fun to live like that?
I can't help it. That's just the way I am.
I know someone just like you. I feel so sorry for you both.
Who else is like me?
Okay, we're done. The Arashi Support Center is closed for the day.
It's probably
Please
Kasane,
contact us
right?
again during our regular
Like that's who
business
she's referring to.
Huh? That was quick.
I keep forgetting
Thanks.
people's names. There's so
No
many
worries for
names.
today. That means I can enjoy my soda guilt-free.
I think there's been about
Also, don't work too hard.
18 named characters, and I might not even be
She's
exaggerating.
different.
Like, maybe even 20 at this point? There's at least 7 that you've been able to fight with, plus the higher-ups, plus their higher-ups, plus your parents. There's a lot of characters in this game, and it kind of gets thrown at you fairly quickly. Alright, anyway, more of these missions to go through. I don't want to watch the TV. I forgot the button again. This one? This one. This is all stuff that's explained in the dialogue before we got here. Again, like exactly the same. We don't really need to listen to any of this. You can eat and chat and you know, it's a family restaurant, it's a quirky place. We've already just been to Musubi's. Oh my god, alright. Musubi. That's the big bug that we saw in the restaurant cutscene. Sorry for messaging you out of the blue. There's something I really need to talk to you about. I asked my connections for your contact info. Freelance journalist, one of my regulars, just vanished a week ago. Her final message freaked me out. Got my hands on a scoop, classified data on a criminal syndicate, but now I'm being hunted by a ruthless assassin. She asked me to get this info to a safe place, and I didn't hear from her for over a week. But she also said that the data is dangerous and not to give it to anyone who won't take care of themselves, who can't take care of themselves. She wants it in the hands of the OSF, so here we are. I can't do anything with it though, right? I'm always at Musubi's, so just give me a shout, okay? Hold up. I wanna read the top of this. I wanted to talk to you in person, so can you come to Musubi's? Right, we did it. Just hearing of the word cola reminds me of the eating contest. I feel like it would make me wait, what? Okay. But I'm glad you're happy, Arashi. You might sound weird, blah blah blah. Alright, cool. Does the Musashi dude, what's his name? Musubi? Like, I'm not even exaggerating though, right? Like, we can count how many characters have been introduced at this point. There's no wonder that I'm forgetting their names, right? So each screen is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. There have been 19 named characters. Plus, there have been characters that messaged us that aren't here. And characters mentioned in cutscenes that aren't here. 19 characters in 3 hours is crazy. Crazy. Meant to like memorize a new character. What is that? Like every like what? 19 characters. Every 9 minutes you got a new character to memorize while keeping the other one's names in your memory. Plus, it uses nicknames. I noticed that at the start, it uses nicknames on a couple of them. It's like, don't give me nicknames as well. I don't need nicknames. Alright, can't talk to him. Can give her gifts. Will it show me what she likes? It does.
Thanks.
Huh? It looks like you can only give the things that they like to them. I was told that if you give multiples of the same gift to somebody, it's not as effective. That could still be true, but it's also very weird. Like, if you're gonna make it so I can only give them specific things, why not make it so I can give them as many as I want? Shit, I kinda skipped what she said, but that's fine. We can look at it again. I think a 1 means that she likes it to a power of 1. And if it said 3, it would be like a power of 3. Cool. I don't know why that needs its own cutscene, but sure. Alright, Bond episode, let's go. And I'm gonna remember Tsugumi. I'm gonna remember her name.
Can we talk?
Huh? Talk? Sure.
Oh, are you busy? It's okay if you are.
No, it's fine. I just wasn't ready. I'm sorry.
You don't have to apologize. I'm sorry for showing up so suddenly.
But I'm sorry.
Don't apologize, really.
I'm not good at chatting. I just can't think of what to say and I get all quiet. I feel like people get uncomfortable when they talk to me, so I always apologize.
I don't feel uncomfortable at all, so don't worry about it. Talk as slowly as you need to.
Thanks. So, did you want something?
Oh, it's not that important, but I saw you watering the flowers at OSF headquarters before. I wanted to ask you if you like flowers and plants.
Yeah. Gardening is my hobby. I've grown lots of plants since I was little.
Wow. Gardening sounds fun. There were a lot of plants in my garden at home, too.
Your garden is probably big.
Yeah, I bet taking care of it was hard. We've kind of let it go lately.
That's too bad.
It is. There were all kinds of flowers before. I used to enjoy spending time looking at them.
Oh, Yuito, you like plants?
Huh? Well, I suppose you could say I do. I've never actually grown them myself, though.
What kind do you like? Flowers or decorative shrubs? Big trees are cool too.
Well, if I had to choose... Oh, right. There were these beautiful white flowers in our garden. I liked those. They seemed kind somehow. They only bloomed for a short time, though.
Do you know the flower's name?
No, I don't. The old gardener who planted them quit a long time ago. Tsugumi? Why are you so quiet?
I think I can find that flower.
What? You can do that?
I'm good at investigating plants. It will be faster if I have more information.
Information? Oh, you mean like the flower's characteristics? I think it bloomed in the winter.
What else? Tell me exactly what it looks like.
The petals are small and kind of pointed, and the tips of them are tinged pink. The leaves were oval, long, and thin, and kind of came up around the bottom. It was about this big. Does that make sense?
I get the idea. Now, do you remember the number of petals? That's a small detail, so you might not.
Yeah. I'm not so sure, but I think it was about 6?
This is the most boring cutscene in a video game I've ever
it was
played.
7, I think.
I'm not even kidding. This is
You have a good
fucking
memory.
dire.
That's plenty of
Dire.
information. I'll look into it. I'll let you know when I know the name.
Thanks.
It's like there's
I'd be
nothing
so
being
happy if I
said.
could see that flower again.
This is the worst cutscene in a game.
Tsugumi?
No, this is
Like, it's not even like, oh, my mother used to have these flowers or anything that would actually make sense to
Doesn't look like she can
Yuito's
hear me.
character.
I guess she really does
Or
like
this
plants.
flower reminded me of my mother or anything. Like, it's nothing
She's
to do
really
with that.
focused.
It's just
I'll
like,
leave her alone.
I don't even know. It's just shit. It's like, if you think about the theme of that, was it comedic? Was it tragic? Was it action? Was it adventure? No, it was fucking botany. Like, what the... It's a fucking... It's the worst bonding episode. Probably one of the worst cutscenes I've ever seen in a like game. I genuinely say that's true.
Oh, cool.
The thing is, I kind of don't want to skip that type of stuff because sometimes there could be a banger, right? There could be like a real banger. But that's not a banger, that was crap. like this as well. You have to actually read this with your mouth, with your eyes and ears. It doesn't just tell you, like, why not voice this? Yeah, like, what did I gain from that? Nothing. Right, anyway. Rest on the sofa, end the standby phase, and progress to the next phase. I think no, right? Because we could do stuff on the standby phase like the other missions. Like, if I really wanted to, I could go to the other missions right now and fulfill those criteria. How do I get into this menu? Yeah. But then again, the reward is... The reward is nothing. Essentially, right? Like, the reward for doing this, Prometheus Torch Type 2 times 1. All light jelly, like... Do I care? I don't feel like I care about doing side missions at all in this game. Incentivize it, right? Make it easier to do and make it rewarding to do, and then I'll do it.
Huh? Where's Captain Seto?
Let's just exit the standby
He went
phase.
back to Suo a little while ago. He said he's going back to work, but we can do whatever we want until we're needed.
Sorry, but that's the end of free time. Sentinel platoon is being called.
My. The boss says it's time to work. Yuito, Hanabi, you ready?
Yeah.
I'm okay too. I guess I have to be.
Yeah, as long as you're OSF, you'll lose people like this. You have to get over it.
You're right.
Phase 3 inside upside down reality. Maybe I'll explain a bit more about why the buildings are upside down. It says that when the others attack,
when were you discharged?
it changes the
I would've
area.
come to get you.
Huh? Oh.
But it
they
never
suddenly
actually
said I could
explained
leave
it
this morning.
properly.
Oh man, so you were called in as soon as you were discharged? That's bad luck.
You were in the hospital since the mission in the abandoned subway. Are you all healed?
You know it. I was getting rusty, so I was glad for the deployment.
Sorry to keep everyone waiting. What's this? So you're back, Nagi? Hey, don't push yourself too hard.
I won't.
All right then. These orders are from Major General Karin. Others are reported along the Kunad Highway. We'll move in 3-man teams again. Team 1 is Nagi, Sugumi, and myself. Team 2 is Kagero, Yuito, and Hanabi. Lately, a lot of national defense forces are deployed along the Kunad Highway. It's an army, but they're still normal people. We can't let them get involved in a fight with others. If you happen to see them, tell them to keep their distance from the area. Let's head out to Kunad Highway.
Nagi, are you okay?
Hmm? If you mean my wounds, I'm fine.
Not that. I mean about Naomi.
Oh. I mean, I was shocked that Naomi died in battle, but I can't let that affect me forever.
What? Died in battle? Naomi's alive.
Huh? That's not funny.
Huh? Oh, I guess it is kind of weird to refer to her as alive when she exists as another. But she's definitely alive, and we might be able to change her back.
She's an other. Are you feeling okay?
Huh?
We're deploying, so stop the crazy talk. We have to fight others for New Himuka. We have to accept that Naomi is dead and move on. Come on, let's go.
What's wrong with Nagi?
What the fuck? If... Oh my god. No, I can't even... Alright. Anyway, let's save. And maybe I'll pick this game up again tomorrow. I played about an hour and 40 of it today. It's Inktober, so streams are shorter, I guess. Yeah, I think I played 3 hours and then... Yeah, another hour and a half today. It's like such a complicated, overcomplicated plot, but it's not putting me off of it. Like, there's nothing wrong with being complicated. As long as the payoff is good, I'm willing to put in the effort of learning everybody's names, of looking at their intentions and cutscenes and how they talk, reading the additional dialogue. Like, I'll put in the effort if the payoff is good. I'm just hoping that the payoff is good, because right now it feels like they just threw this game together story-wise. It's such a mishmash of weird things that they say. Like, I can go into further detail, but I think I've pretty much said what I'm gonna say. Like, I kind of feel like all of the messages sent to your phone are pointless because they're just stuff that's in cutscenes. Why not just have a cutscene log that you can look at? Maybe at the hideout? Any of the scenes where we've had to do side stories, what are they actually called? Let me get the Bond episodes. All the Bond episodes have been pretty bad. I think the only good one was the Kasane Bond episode where we had to go back and find the pen because it revealed a little bit more about Kasane. But even the Kasane Bond episode where she says you're a Baki fan, I wouldn't have expected that, made no fucking sense because that Bond episode is something that you access after you've already received a brain message from her talking about Baki. And she tells you she's a Baki fan and you say you are too. So it's weird to have a character react to the same information twice like that. And can we just like stress on this as well? There's literally no point in me knowing that she's a Baki fan and like I'm a Baki fan. Like, who cares? Who gives a shit? Who cares that Tsugumi's into plants, right? Or that Yuito had some white plants in his garden? Who gives a shit? Like, it tells me nothing about the character. All it tells me is like that maybe Tsugumi's a little bit quiet, but we can tell that by her character design and how she talks in cutscenes. You don't need that extra stuff. Maybe like tell me why she's quiet. Maybe tell me that she enjoys plants because she could do it on her own, or Yuito likes the white plants because it reminds him of his mother. There's like so little depth to the additional stuff that it just seems like a waste of the player's time. Like, it just seems like a real waste of my time. I'm actually kind of... I don't think I can find this. There was a message that we got from someone. It was a girl. And they were talking about how they're injected with a hormone that freezes their aging process. And then it's never brought up again. It's been 4.5 hours. Nobody else has mentioned it. The only slight mention of it was... where is she? Arashi. Arashi said something towards, like... She said, like, another kid who's gonna die quickly when she was talking to Yuito. When she seems like, you know, younger than Yuito. And then Kagero is... He looks older, right? Because he joined the force before he could get his hormone to stop him aging. Or something like that. Like, it's so strange. Just so strange. Anyway. Title screen. I'll still play this game. I'll still keep pushing forward. I just wish there was more... I wish there was more, like, setup, reveal, like, this happens, therefore this happens, therefore this happens, instead of just, like, stuff being thrown at you. I wish there was more, you know, payoff to the story. And I know it's early. It's 4.5 hours into a game that's probably 20 hours long, right? Maybe even longer. But it just seems a bit underwhelming in terms of the writing, especially dialogue. Alright, good night. Auf Wiedersehen. Tschüss. Good night.